Hello everybody, you've reached my Flosstube channel. My name is Katie. My channel is named Jeremiah's Mom, which is easy to explain because I'm Jeremiah's mom. This is Flosstube number 8. Today is Monday, March 24th. I have a feeling this is going to be a long video. I have a lot to talk about, so hopefully it's enjoyable. If not, go ahead and shut it off. First, I would like to say Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. I hope you get to feeling better. We are in an infinite tag war, and she hasn't posted. Luckily, she put something on YouTube about she's been not feeling well, so we really send our good wishes and hope she's better so that we can see what she's been up to. Hopefully, she's been well enough to stitch. Also, there's another Flosstube channel called Dory23 Stitches. I love the stuff that she's working on, and I like her personality. She's really enjoyable to watch, so please go check her out. I'll be mentioning some other Flosstubes in the middle of my video. So last week I attended a stitching retreat in Indiana. It was really nice. I got a lot of stitching. Well, I got a lot of projects worked on. So that's why I have so much to talk about. I have some haul and I have some just all kinds of stuff. So one thing I like to do on my channel is talk about what I've worked on since the last Monday. I do my videos every Monday, so I think it's a fun way to look back and see what I've done since the last video. That's how I did my blog, which was titled Jeremiah's Mom, and it just kind of made sense to continue that here. It is really neat. I do have my link tree in the description below, and people are following it to my blog and commenting on my blog, and I really appreciate that. It's kind of interesting. I almost wonder if blogging is going to come back. Flosstube is fun. You know, it's nice to be able to show what we're doing. Blogging was like a journal, and I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad I did it all those years. The nice thing about blogging is it's so much easier to look back and see, you know, what did I talk about? You can search certain things, so that's really handy. With Flosstube, it seems like I go, oh, hey, what did I say, you know, the other day when I said something? And I go watch my video, and it never fails. I can never find what I said that I'm trying to find. So I guess blogging's kind of nice with finding a certain thing, especially since I've done it for so long. It's to look back and see when I started something that maybe finally made it back in my whip tote. So anyway, if I ramble, this is going to be even longer video. So let's get to the stitching, which is why you're here. Last Monday, I didn't get to work on anything. It was one of those days where life intervenes and stitching just isn't meant to be. So we all know how that is. Oh, and I see, go back to the notes. Last video, number 8, when I watched it back, we watch it as a family when we're eating dinner on Monday evenings, and I noticed some of the before pictures were gone, and I found out that there was a converting error with my software that I make my videos, and that's why some of the before pictures are gone. I am not as crazy as I am. I didn't forget to put them there, just for some reason it deleted some of them. So I look extra goofy when I'm talking about a picture that's not there. So that's what happened. Hopefully that will never happen again. You know, you put so much work into doing all the little photos. It was really a shame to see some of them have disappeared. I also wanted to talk about the new, I seen it over the weekend. Hang on. The phone signal wasn't very good at the place we were staying, but I did see just enough to see the new Lola Crow sneak peek. This one's really cute. Look at that. It is a blue-footed booby. You know, when you're immature like I am, it's really, I was bouncing around the retreat saying how exciting I get to stitch a booby. I've never stitched a booby before. So now you all know I'm immature too, and you could look, it's a booby, you guys. If you're joining in the Lola Crow sow, you get to stitch a booby too. Also, my fabric came from Bestitch Me. This is the sandbar that was suggested. One thing I forgot to remember, the sandbar that I posted the photo of was a linen. The sandbar I ordered is a even weave. So the modeling is a lot different than the one I shared, but this is still an absolutely gorgeous fabric, and I'm really happy with it. I went with the 36 count even weave, and again, it's the sandbar. That was the suggested fabric that Lola Crow said to get, and I was really glad mine came in time. The first part, I assume the aviary frame will be released April 4th, and I'm really looking forward to starting that. Also, one other thing that came in before I left was a new bag. I ordered a new project bag that's going to fall over. I got this, and I've got some Q-Snap grime guards, huggies, whatever you call them, from Crab Shack Stitchery on Etsy. That they're a great company, and wait to see this bag. It is huge. I love it. It has campers and license plates, which is something that we did a lot when we would travel all the places. We'd play a license plate game and try to see if we could find all the states. Not only did it come with this gorgeous large bag, but it also came with a matching small bag for little things. And then I need to send her an extra thank you. There was a third bag that I did not order that is absolutely adorable with more camping stuff. And I love that it has tent camping too, which is what we always did. My mom was really obsessed with campers. We've never even owned a camper. So I got this project bag for the soon-to-be Glendon Place lighthouse that is going to be in honor of my mom. So that I came in before I left. No, I think it came in while I was gone, and the boys sent pictures while I was at the retreat. And I said, oh my gosh. I told Jeremiah, I said, is the 2 bags in there? And he said, no, there's 3 bags. And I said, there's not supposed to be, so I'll have to make sure to leave her a really nice thank you. I don't know if she included it because I've ordered from her before, or included it because, you know, who knows. So I really appreciate that, and I definitely suggest her quality of the grime guards and the bags are very nice. This is the first bag I've got from her, and it probably will not be my last. I just noticed that there was a hair standing straight up. So it's nice to see yourself on video and realize everything that's wrong. So, okay. Monday I did no stitching. Tuesday I got a Yggdrasil, which is by Paine Free Crafts. This is what it's going to look like. I am day 26 on this one. This one's Jeremiah's favorite.
Yggdrasil!
This is what it looked like before. He wants me to finish it and like now, and yeah, it's one of those like ridiculously huge. The stitch count is 409 by 580. It's going to take the rest of my life to finish it. I'm using a 32 count Lambswool Jobelan and doing 1/1 full X. Hang on. Wow. Okay. I'm out of... How did I get out of practice? I did this last Monday. Okay. There it is. I finished the detail, and now I'm doing the black background part that'll end up down here, and that'll finish page 2. I got 410 added on Tuesday. So now I can just do, this is just 310, which will just come down to here. It is funny, I was really excited when I got past the details because I said, oh, this will go fast. It doesn't. I don't know anything about pain-free crafts patterns that go fast. You know how that is. And a lot of people do the statistics, and I'm a paper pattern stitcher, so I don't have those statistics, but I was curious. Shouldn't have got curious. So if the math is correct, this Yggdrasil has 237,220 stitches. On page 1, there was 3,445. On page 2 now, with what I have done, I have 5,245 done. So if my math is correct, I now have a wonderful 0.02% stitched. I told Jeremiah, okay, serious? That's why it's never going to be done in my lifetime. So, and I'm not going to do the math. For like a long, long time, I don't want to see that again. That was scary. That was horrible to know. So, okay, on Wednesday, I got out Peppermint Purple Sal. Here's what it's going to look like. Kind of, this is the, I'm doing layout 1. I'm using the purple colorway. Right now it's in DMC 550. This is what it looked like before. I had up to weeks 10 added. So on Wednesday, I wanted to add weeks 11 and 12 and be caught up. So after 504 back stitches, which in the gaming on Facebook, you have to divide by 2. So it counts for 252 stitches. Because back stitching is 2 for 1. I now have weeks 11 and 12 added, which finishes the 550. That's what it looks like up close. We had weeks 11, I'm pretty sure it was this, no, it was this one, and weeks 12, I think. And then I looked, and weeks 13 is all the way up here. So that'll be interesting. I think it was like 13, 14, 15, 16, and then I don't remember. It might have went down here somewhere. But anyway, it's up to date right now. Really love how it looks. I really enjoy black work. It's a lot of fun. Even if you have to divide your stitches by 2, it's still a lot of fun. After I added the stitches to that, I pulled out Mushroom Gnome. Here's what it's going to look like. It is a Jim Shore Mill Hill kit. There was 6 of these released in 2023. I, of course, had to get all 6. Here is where he was before. I had, let's see if I can find my information easier. I had 2 days last year on him with a total of 516 stitches. So Wednesday, I finally pulled him back out and added, wow, nice notes. There's no stitching. I got stitching done, but for some reason I didn't write it down. So I'll have to look that up. Anyway, here's where I am now. That's a note fail, that's for sure. I added some more beads up here. I added the greenery right there and some other stuff. I thought it'd be kind of neat. This is on the perforated paper using this kit threads. And I have 3 of the 6 already done. So I thought that would be cool to show you. I got the owl done. It sticks. Cool. Let me see if I can do this right. Yeah, cool. Maybe. I've never done these. Okay, I got the owl gnome done in January last year. It took me 5 days. So that's him. That's the owl gnome. Then I did the acorn gnome in March. He took me 6 days. So cute. Each one of these just has its own style and personality. And I did the evergreen gnome in April. And I really, really love how he turned out. I love his little lantern. So that's 3, 2 left. To just, wow, at least I could do them. I'm 3 days into the mushroom gnome. He is on my Spring Go for monthly magazine challenge for next month, so I'm really hoping to finish him and maybe even get a start on another one. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm not good at estimating how many stitches are left on a piece. So I don't know if there's 500 stitches left on this or not. I'm always surprised by how much is left when I get going on a piece. So I always think, you know, oh, there's only going to be 100 stitches left, and then 1,000 stitches later I'm like, wow, I really was wrong. So I started the mushroom gnome in July 31st. On July 31st last year. Talking can help. So it's time to get him finished. And there's so many other Mill Hill gnomes. Jim Shore did another set that's like Santa's, I think. And I really, of course, need them too. I think there's another gnome set even that I need. But we all know how that is. So I need to make a note for myself to go back and figure that out. So then Thursday, I woke up and got ready, and my friends was here to pick me up, and it was wonderful. We drove, I think it's almost 3 hours to get down to Mitchell, Indiana. It's south of Bloomington, Indiana. It's Camp Rivervale is where we was. I will have some pictures of the retreat to show in a little bit. I was going to go over my stitching first and then talk about the retreat. So when I got there, the first thing I did was start When I Think of Spring by Puntini. This is what it's going to look like. This is my yearly seasonal set. I have finished winter, so I figured since it was the first day of spring, the perfect time to start the spring one. I am using 32 count Lt Taupe Lungana. Lt Taupe? That would be pretty, I bet. I'm using the suggested DMC threads for these. And no before photo because it's brand new start. So day one, I got 75 stitches added. And that's what I have. When I first got there, I was so excited about talking that's all I could get done. And then I was like, okay, we're putting that away. I could work on something else because I'm probably miscounting all this. And have to unstitch it and restitch it anyway. So don't go too much farther. After that one, I pulled out Trust the Universe. Here's what she's going to look like. I won her from Carolyn Zook on her wonderful Flosstube. She did a giveaway. This is by Sunflower Diaries. This is what it looked like before. I am putting stuff on my notes. I am using a 40 count Prairie Land Atomic Ranch fabric. After talking with Carolyn, we realized that I needed to be careful with what fabric I used so that the goose would show up, which doesn't really show up well on even the model. But with this fabric, I really think it shows up well. I love the way it's turning out. I am using the suggested threads on this one, which are on my note. Some DMC, but there's also some Gentle Art sampler threads. And they are really beautiful. This is just a B5200, and I love the way it's showing up. I was showing everybody at retreat. It's kind of interesting. You can kind of see it. The fabric kind of shines through, so it looks like it's a specialty thread, but it's not. It's just a normal DMC, and because this one is on the 40 count, I'm using only one thread. So it's one thread over two. That's sad that I didn't know that. So I worked on that after I started When I Think of Spring. I got 161. The nice thing about being at that stitching retreat is we stay up late, and it seems like we get the most stitching done when some people go to bed, so you finally stop talking and stitch. So that finished my Thursday. On Friday, it was time for a new start. I started Black Pearl. It's by Witchy Stitcher. I was so excited to start this one, and it did not let me down. I am using a 32 count Shadowbrook Opalescent. After talking with some people, it said Zweigart on the fabric, but they think that it's a fabric from Silkweaver. I bought it at Pal's Retreat in Myrtle Beach a long, long time ago, But the way the label looked, and after looking it up, they think it was from Silkweavers. So I just figured I'd share that information. And this is what it looks like. Love it! And I am using DMC 796. And I love it. It is exactly the way I hoped it would be. I am doing... I should have made a note of that. Hang on a minute. I'm doing 2/2. No. Yes, 2/2. Because when me and my husband looked and talked about doing it over 1, it was going to make it too small. So we decided 2/2 so that it has a little bit more size to it, which, because we both really love the finished piece. I got 443 added to it on Friday. I must have finally stopped talking. A little bit at least. And it was interesting. This is the end of the first page. So it really might not take too much if I actually work on it to finish. So this is day 1. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to go too far. I don't think it's going to hide in my whip tote for long. But hopefully we're, watching this some months from now going, oh, you never got that back out. I really don't think so. On Saturday, it was time for another new start. I started Mermaid by Lina. The peer pressure was strong. I joined a new group, Stitching by the Shore, and some people was working on Lina. I had never heard of her before. Then I seen the Mermaid piece, and I thought, oh no. So the peer pressure was strong, and I joined. I am doing this one on a 32 count Tantalizing Tulips. Now, why a person that has a hard time saying things gets a fabric called Tantalizing Tulips is beyond me. It's another opalescent, and this one was marked Silkweaver. It's another piece I got from Pals a long time ago. So I was glad that it had that. This is what it looks like from far away, and I absolutely love this fabric. And I am using, hang on, DMC 3812. I love it. This is 1/1 because the size is going to be perfect 1/1. So I really love the thread on that fabric. I'm very happy with the coverage. I'm very happy with the fabric. I'm very happy with the thread. So I'm very happy. And I think this is another one that's going to keep demanding to be worked on. On Saturday, I got 601. So finally, and I stayed up really late. Finally, I must have been caught up talking. So I got a lot done. On Sunday, it's a quick day. I got very little done on Erica Michael's 4 Seasons Winter. Not even enough to show. I got 76 little teeny tiny stitches added. So I'll probably be working on that soon, and I'll show that later. So now let's talk about the retreat overall. If you were only here for the stitching, I'll go ahead and start talking about the retreat now. Okay. I have this picture, which is the picture of our lodge building that we stayed at. Again, this is Camp Rivervale, which is in Mitchell, Indiana, which is south of Bloomington, Indiana. It is a Methodist church camp. They have quilt camps. They also have drama camps, and I don't know what other kind. There's a lot of other buildings, but our building has the beds, a gathering room, and a full-size kitchen. So this is the lodge that we get. That's the same one we've stayed, and we was all talking about it. We don't know how many times we've been there. I have been to the retreats since they started having it there. It is a fantastic price because you're paying for your room and the food. For the first few years, we got together in teams and made our food for everybody. But their insurance changed, and they made an announcement for just a tiny bit more money. They would have to cook the food for us and clean up all the food, and we would get served a delicious camp-style buffet. It used to be 3 times a day. This year we chose to only do 2 times a day because we ate nonstop. But it was like, oh darn, you're going to make the food and clean and we get to just eat this delicious food. We're so upset about it. So we've been doing that for quite a while now. It was all thrown around, how many years have we done this building, and nobody could come up with the same amount. But there was 22 of us total. It's smaller, so you can't get a lot of people. It's unfortunate because people that wanted to be there couldn't be there. There was a lot of newer people there, so it was different. But I get to meet some new people, and that was really fun. And life changes. And so there was a lot of changes this year. A lady who attended, and I do not remember her name, I wish I did, made this gorgeous tag. It was 3D printed. It was on the brag table. And she also made us all name tags. Hang on, I'm going to go get mine. Okay, let's see. Yes, this was 3D printed. And on the bottom, it shows, let's see, which way does it go? The 2025 Hoosier Stitchers Retreat. It was etched in the bottom. I think she said they were made this way, or yeah, this way down. She could do 3 at a time, and each one took 6 to 8 hours. And we each got one to put at our stitching area. And it was so neat because some of the girls was named, one of those names that you can't get when you can buy a name souvenir. So they was really, really excited. And it's just an excellent memory. And I'm going to take it to all future retreats and be able to put it by my table. And it was just really, really, what a wonderful gift. How fun. I feel so bad that I can't remember her name. And so this is my stitch area where I sat. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at my stitch table. I'm going to show you a picture in a little bit, so it didn't really matter. This is the whole stitch area. This is where all of us sit to stitch. On the other side of the room was a dining area, which is right here. The nice thing is we didn't have to put our stitching away. We could just stand up and walk over to the dining area, eat our food. When we got done, we could walk over. You didn't have to worry about putting your stitching and stuff away. So that was fantastic. We also had tables full of free stuff. You could see in the background the whole buffet of snacks. One of the ladies that organized the food come out and she goes, well, you guys definitely aren't going to go hungry. And we couldn't go hungry even with no snacks and just the food that they served us. This is the sale table. That's always dangerous. This is what I ended up being forced to buy. A lady brought some beautiful smaller count fabrics or bigger count. I get really confused. It's 40 count, so it's smaller count, but it's bigger. You know what I mean? Bigger number. So I don't really need this. I got a Newcastle linen 40 count. It was, 18 by 27. It has a price tag that says $18.95. I got it for a wonderful $7. So couldn't pass that up. I got a piece of raw linen, 46 count. It was really pretty. Needle Bling Designs, Shrekie's Tan, 40 count. That's a 4th yard. That's beautiful. Needle Bling Designs, Spellbound. This one's 32 count. Says there's a 4th yard. And again, $5. That's amazing. Look at that. That's beautiful. And a 32 count. This one doesn't have a name, but it looks beautiful. So I got a stack of fabrics to play with. This is my bed. There's like a set of bunk beds and then a standalone bed. So your mattress is this big and it's plastic. So every time you move, it makes a horrible sound. So I definitely slept better last night than I did there, but it's okay. You stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then by the time you get to bed, you're so tired that hopefully don't move. Now I have some selfies. This is my good friend Annette. She's given me some fabric. She is, you can't say oldest friend because that sounds really bad. Makes her sound old. She is one of my first stitching friends that I met. And she's true friend really helped teach me what friends could be. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of true friends. I had friends that, what do you say, used me for different reasons. And Annette has showed me that true friends can really be there for you. I really appreciate that. This is 614 Stitcher. This is Candy. It's my first time meeting her, and we had a blast getting to know one another. She sat right beside me. She's really a great person, so she's exactly how she appears on her Flosstube. She works on beautiful pieces. It was really fun to check in and see all the different fun stuff she was working on. This is Cindy, and wait till you see this. You guys aren't even going to believe it. So we get our cameo, our weekly cameo. Okay, so do you remember when we was talking about Yggdrasil? You have to get on? Okay. We was talking about Yggdrasil, and I said that Jeremiah is my little Nordic nerd, and I said, oh my gosh, you need that on a shirt. Look, you guys, serious, it's a Nordic nerd shirt.
I love it.
He is so my true. Nordic nerd. Officially. So I said, there's Spike. Oh, he stretched. Oh, sorry. We're bothering you, Spike. I said, can you really make a shirt? She said, oh yeah, what do you want? And I said, I would really like it to say Nordic Nerd. And she goes, okay, what do you want with it? And I said, anything Viking, So she found that helmet, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So thank you, Cindy, for the wonderful shirt. My little Nordic nerd really loves it. So now you can wear that, and every time you wear it, I have to work on Yggdrasil.
Sure.
He's never going to take it off. He's just, it's going to stink. It's going to stink.
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'll take it off and wash it and then put it back on.
Okay. Did you miss me while I was gone?
Yeah.
You're on like everybody's. You have to come back over here. Everybody wants to know. Yeah. Did you miss your mother while she was gone?
Yes.
Okay, you better say yes. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Can you say bye?
Bye. Oh, hi, Adelaide.
Oh, tell her to get better.
Get better.
Okay. Spike, do you have anything you want to say? Yep. He's thinking about it. His ears broke. Oh, that's what he has to say. He says he's glad his mommy's home too. It's a tough life. Okay.
He really is glad you're home. He went nuts when you got home.
I know he did. It was cute. It's nice to be missed. Okay, I got to meet another Flosstuber. This is 14 Count Ada girl. Her name is Tina. I have not got to watch her channel yet. She loves 14 Count Ada, hence the name. And she was working on some beautiful pieces. Wow, beautiful pieces. I'm really looking forward to checking out her Flosstube and seeing what it's all about. And of course, the famous Janet Jabber. She is Annette's sister and a really great person. I really enjoy getting closer to her. She has one kid. I have one kid. We parent the same. So we're similar. She's really great. I had fun giving her some of things I do, and she had fun telling me some things she does. She's done this, I think, 5 years, and I'm so new, but I do some tech stuff that she's wanted to learn how to do. So it was really fun to have the one-on-one time to be able to show her some things, and it made me feel good to spread the love a little bit. And this is our table of our crazy girls. It was really, really a great time. On the way to the stitching retreat, we stopped at Always in Stitches, and I was really good. I did not get any new projects because I do not need any new projects, but I did get these adorable little scissors. I absolutely love them, and the nice thing is they don't fall out. You have to actually unbutton the little eye, and I got adorable little scissors. It really helped a lot at retreat. We also got a little bag from Retreat. I got one with words all over it. It talks about wordplay. We got some goodies. It's one of those things where people walk around and give you goodies, and then you turn around and go, I have no idea who gave me that. So I got this adorable little frog that has sunglasses that you can take on and off. It was so adorable. We got tongs, which are so cool, with little hand tongs. Candy gave me these beautiful stickers. Got a beautiful turtle sticker and a kindness brings happiness sticker. I'm a sticker maniac, so I really love them. One lady walked around and gave us these awesome scrunchies. Not scrubbies. They're scrubbies. They're like crochet, but this one is just too cute. It's so soft. It's not the typical rough ones. So I'm going to use this for something different. We was all talking about it's a little hat, but it's just too cute to use. I would almost put it like a little bowl and use it for orts, but anyway, it's not going to go on dishes. That would be mean. We got a little baby frog in a little container. We got a little scissors that are so handy and they don't stab anything. Liz gave these out. I really loved them. We was all fighting over because they were different colors. So she made us pick a number like 1 to 5. And so I got the pink ones, and then someone got green, and we was all fighting over who got what color. We got a little bag with a little frog pin. And then the organizer gave us these awesome, it's like a lens cloth to clean your lenses. And it says, friends, don't let friends cross stitch alone. And it has the 2005 Hoosier Stitcher Retreat information. And the reason why it's so big is because it works for tablets, which is really, really smart. It was so funny to sit around people that use the Markup XP. You know, you'd think that a paper pattern person, well, that was hard to say, would sit there and be like, oh, I want to do that. It just reiterated that I don't want to do that. They would all be like, mine's not charging, or my cord's running over there, or can you plug me in? Or they was having a hard time getting the pattern to work, and one couldn't get something highlighted. And so Cindy and me are sitting across from one another, and we just use papers. And so I kept going, hey, I don't have that problem. Or they have to go to Staples to get the pattern loaded. And I was like, we don't have that. So yeah, we use the magnet board. It takes up a little bit of space, but we don't have to plug ours in. We don't have to charge ours. So instead of wanting to be like them, I was just like, I'm glad I'm the way. So that was kind of fun. At least that we didn't fall for that peer pressure. So, okay. So I took 6 pieces total and I worked on 5. That's not bad. I wrote it down. I got 1,280 stitches total. I didn't do enough stitching, and that's okay. I had a blast catching up with people I haven't seen in a while. I had a blast meeting the new people. I had a blast talking to Candy. I just enjoyed the time. The advice, the life coaching, just all that. It was just wonderful. It does always make me really motivated. I always come home and I'm like, oh, I want to stitch everything. Which really, before I go, I'm like, oh, I want to stitch everything. So I am definitely on a journey to stitch all the things like I normally say at the beginning. I don't think I said that this time because I had so much I wanted to talk about. And really, it's not even that long. It's only been 38 minutes. So I must have talked too fast. Plans. I'm not going to do a spin. We're getting towards the end of the month. I have almost all my goals met for the month, which is exciting. I am starting the planning for, let's see, it's March, so I'm starting the planning for April. I might take a little bit. I think I'm only going to do Spring Go and the monthly magazine acrostic. I don't think I'm going to do the other acrostics. I kind of want to focus on some stuff for a little bit for that month and see what happens. I'm still doing all the other games. The girls was all picking on me about I do all the games. And I said, yeah, I'm stitching anyway, and I enjoy it. So I got picked on a lot, but I'm used to it. we get picked on. Hang on. Spike wants to say hi. What are you doing, Spike? What's going on? Huh? Did you need to talk about like what treats you plan on eating or anything? Okay. Oh, now he left. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna work on Four Season Winter by Erica Michaels. That's why I don't really have ironclad plans. I want to stitch on everything all at the same time. Can someone learn how to do that and explain to the rest of us how to do that? Because that would be great. It's cold again here in Indiana. We have like ridiculously like 50-mile-an-hour wind right now. We had rain and some snowflakes over the weekend. I think it's supposed to get warmer this coming weekend, and we're supposed to get storms. So it just seems like every day is wind and wind and wind. So who knows? Now I'm rambling. That's all. I will shut up and let you move on to the next Flosstube. I know it's amazing how many are out there. I have several new ones to watch that people was talking about at the retreat. I have several new subscribers thanks to the people at the retreat. One lady came up to me and she's like, "Hey, what's your channel's name?" And she's known Jeremiah and me a long time. So I said, "It's really, really complicated. You'll never guess it. It's Jeremiah's mom." And she goes, "Oh, I should have known that." And it makes sense. So, yep. So, okay. I will see you next Monday. Hopefully I will have stitched all the things and have more progress to show. And so take care of yourself, love yourself, find all the reasons you can to smile, and we'll see you Monday. Bye.